Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. NHK reports that U.S. President Donald Trump's administration is proposing a significant increase in defense spending for the fiscal year 2027, seeking more than a 40% hike from current levels. The Office of Management and Budget released an outline on Friday, revealing a total defense funding request of $1.5 trillion. This proposed budget, if approved, would represent the largest defense budget in the country's history, according to U.S. media outlets. The Trump administration justifies this substantial increase by emphasizing the need to promote peace through strength, a key tenet advocated by the president, and to ensure the United States continues to possess the world's most powerful and capable military. The budget request specifically allocates funding for the development of a next-generation missile defense system, dubbed the Golden Dome, and initial financing for the construction of a new Trump-class battleship. Notably, the approval of such a battleship would mark the first time the U.S. has built this type of vessel since World War II. In contrast to the defense sector, the Office of Management and Budget also indicated that non-defense spending would be reduced by 10% from the current fiscal year under this proposal. These requests are set to be submitted to Congress, which holds the ultimate authority over budget creation. Lawmakers from both majority and minority parties in both the House of Representatives and the Senate are anticipated to review and make adjustments to the administration's proposals. Lan Hezao reports that a petrochemical center in southwestern Iran was subjected to airstrikes by the United States and Israel, resulting in damage to several companies in the region. According to Iran's Fars news agency, citing the Khuzestan province deputy governor, an explosion occurred in the Mashhar Special Petrochemical Zone due to US-Israeli coalition attacks. The extent of the damage remains unclear. Tasnim news agency added. In a related development, the Israeli Defense Forces stated on Saturday that they had carried out airstrikes on key infrastructure in the Iranian capital, Tehran, the previous day. Targets included an Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps air defense missile storage facility, a military base tasked with protecting Iranian weapons research and development facilities, a ballistic missile storage point, and other weapon production and R&D sites. Separately, Israeli media reported that multiple locations in Israel were struck by Iranian missile attacks in the early hours of Saturday, causing damage to buildings and power lines. Xinhua, citing the Times of Israel, mentioned that fire and rescue services and local municipal authorities reported a partial building collapse in the central Ramat Gan area, damage to a high-voltage transmission line in Rosh Ha'ayin leading to power outages, and a large fire ignited in an industrial zone near the southern city of Beersheba due to Iranian missile strikes. According to Linha Zabal, a spokesperson for Iran's Khatem al-Anbiya central headquarters of the armed forces has issued a stern warning. The spokesperson stated that if the United States continues to threaten the destruction of Iran's bridges, power plants, and energy infrastructure, Iran will retaliate more forcefully and decisively. The statement, cited by Iranian News TV, indicates that such a response would involve widespread and more decisive strikes against fuel, energy infrastructure, and power plants, in addition to targeting all American and Israeli assets in the Middle East. Furthermore, the report notes that countries in the Middle East hosting U.S. military bases must ensure American personnel withdraw from their territory to avoid potential losses. This warning comes as Reuters reports a foreign oil company's storage facility in Basra, Iraq, was set ablaze after a drone attack early Saturday morning. Al Jazeera reports that Iran executed two men, Abu Hassan Montazir and Vahid Bani Amarian, on Saturday morning. They were convicted of being members of the banned opposition group, the People's Mojahedin Organization of Iran, P8 pressed, and of armed rebellion through involvement in multiple terrorist acts. Iran's Supreme Court had upheld their sentences. This action is part of a recent series of executions targeting dissidents, occurring during the ongoing United States-Israeli war on Iran. The P8 which initially supported the 1979 Islamic Revolution, was later designated a terrorist organization by Tehran. The group, along with human rights organizations such as Amnesty International, has condemned these executions. Amnesty International specifically accused Iranian authorities of torturing the individuals in prison and transferring them abruptly before their executions, also expressing concerns about more planned executions, including of protesters from January's mass anti-government demonstrations. Iran has executed several other individuals recently, including a dual Iranian-Swedish national accused of spying for Israel. According to Decisive, China's Communist Party is extending its regulatory reach to digital virtual humans, following its control over the film and gaming industries. The Cyberspace Administration of China, CAC, on Friday issued a draft regulation, the Digital Human Service Management Provisions, for public comment. The new rules mandate that all digital human content must be clearly labeled and strictly forbid providing virtual intimate relationship services to minors. The draft explicitly states that digital humans must not disseminate any content that endangers national security, incites subversion of state power, or undermines national unity. Service providers must also ensure that digital human speech and activities align with socialist core values. This move aims to prevent AI companions, popular among Chinese youth, from misleading children or causing addiction. It also bans unauthorized use of personal information for virtual avatars and circumvention of identity verification. Content control includes blocking pornography, violence, terrorism, or discriminatory information. Beijing emphasizes that digital human governance is a strategic scientific issue crucial for cyberspace security and public interest, ensuring the burgeoning virtual human industry operates within the party's approved framework. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.